Hi everyone, my name is Ashley and today I am going to be showing you how to add effects to your video clips through the program of Lightworks. I am also enrolled in Professor Roy's COM 125 class, which is Fundamentals of Digital Media. And in his class, one of the studios that we just finished creating was taking clips from a movie called The Nines, and we made our own movie trailer with those clips. So what we did is, well, what I did anyways, is uploaded the clips through Lightworks, put them in a sequence in an order that I liked, and in the second studio, we added effects to those clips, whether that be fade in, fade out, changing the color, just lots of things like that. So since we haven't done a ton like this in this class, I thought it'd be really interesting to show you guys how we made those effects and kind of take you step by step on how I did it. So let's get started. Alright, so here is my desktop. I will go ahead and open up Lightworks. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and create a new project. I'm going to say, and call it Screencast Final. And the problem that Professor Roy was having was the 25 frames per second. Not sure if I'm going to have that here, but I'm going to set that in my settings just in case. So I'd hate to mess up with you guys on the screen. So I'll go ahead and in my places, I will go to desktop, go ahead and go to the nines folder. And since this tutorial talks more about how to add effects rather than put all the clips together in a perfect sequence, I'm going to focus more on that. I'm not going to put random clips in random areas, but I'm not going to focus too hard on making the perfect trailer. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw a few on the timeline just to get started. I'll go ahead and create a new edit. Pop that back up again. So let's go ahead. I started my video with this scene. Ooh, looks like I am having the same problem that Professor Roy had. Just 1 second, let me figure this out real quick. Hey guys, sorry about that. I think I got a little bit too paranoid and it turns out that wasn't really an issue I needed to worry about. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new project again, and I'll just name this Screencast Final Take, since hopefully there's not going to have to be another one. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and finish where we left off. I'm going to go ahead and create a new edit to throw on the timeline. I am going to start off with the same clip that I did in my other class. And I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit bigger so you can see that. I'm just going to find a couple more clips to throw on the timeline. Let's see here. Whoops. Let's go ahead. Here's one where Ryan Reynolds is getting a little frustrated in traffic. Throw that one on there. Let's go ahead. Sorry, I know there's another way to go back and look at other clips in the same folder, but I've got my methods and this is what I stick to now. We'll go ahead and have him, let's see here. let's have him with this girl. Ooh, got some audio in that one. I'll just do 2 more just for the sake of this video because like I said, you don't need to sit here for 20 minutes and have me pick out clips or anything. Let's see, how about, there's one shot that I liked right here of him chugging a bottle of wine. So we're gonna do that one. We're gonna do one more here. And it was my favorite little ending clip. I thought it was really dramatic. So here we go. All right. So for the sake of the video and for the sake of trying to get a feel of what effects you want to use, let's just play through it. That way while we're watching it with no effects, we can kind of get a feel of what effects we do want to add to it. So let's just watch it real quick and see what we're working with. All right. Cleveland. Sorry about that. My dog is freaking out because he forgets that we have neighbors. Stop. All right. So I got a few ideas just by watching that. I really like right in this little area where it falls down into the car. I think that would be a really good spot for a fade in. So why don't we go ahead, I'm gonna move that a little bit. Whoops, sorry. Oh, I lost one of my clips. Okay, we're good. So let's go back to making that a little bit bigger. So we are going to add a fade in effect. So we're going to go down here to effects. We are going to just make it out a little bit easier. So there's a lot of different effects that you can do. This one is video mixes. So there's a couple little neat kind of basic ones you can do on there. This little drop down menu right here. There's, let's see, audio, which we're not going to do much on audio since that wasn't the emphasis of the whole trailer. It's more of a visual. So, but you can do some neat audio ones that I did end up doing for this trailer in 125. So we'll just go ahead and keep it simple for the first one. We're going to do a dissolve. Let's see how that looks. So we're going to hit add right here. And you can choose with these keyframes where in the clip you want the fade in to happen. So that's where I want it. So I'm just going to leave it like that. Let's go ahead and see how that happened, how we did a little fade in right there. So I can go ahead and exit out of that. Okay, so we've got that fade in, then it gets bright when his car starts showing up. So we'll go ahead on to the next clip. I kind of like that jump cut right there, how it goes from the car to him being frustrated, so I might just leave that one alone. We can skip. We could honestly, and this is what I did in my project, we could change the color in this a little bit since they're a little brassy, kind of looking like a little nothing too nice in the colors. So let's go ahead and do color down here. So there's a lot of different ways we could do this. We could kind of get like a little graph going on and you pick the points in the graph for the color. We could just do like a simple little color correction right here. We could make it black and white. maybe since it's kind of a romantic kind of feel to this clip, we could do a black and white. I think that would look really neat. That's not what I did in my project, but I think that might look kind of cool. So here's where the kind of graphing that I was talking about, you can go in and like add different hues. I kind of want to brighten it up a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Blue, I might tune that down a little bit. And I don't want to add the little timer keynotes right there, keyframes, I'm sorry, because I want the effect to stay for the whole entire clip, not just a certain portion of it. Like we did in the last one, we only used a certain portion of the clip. So I'll go ahead and just do that. And it's already saved to the clip. You can see right down here, there's that little box right there, which indicates there's a effect added. So I'll go ahead and just exit out of this. I like that, that looks good. So I think this would be a pretty good idea to maybe add like one of those push effects that we saw a little bit ago with the first clip, just because he's happy with that girl and now he's chugging a bottle of wine like he's in distress. So maybe a little bit of a push from one extreme to the other might look good. So we can go ahead and do that as well. Go back into this drop down menu and do, let's see here. I don't think I have it set as a favorite yet. No, not yet. That's okay. I'll just go to DVEs. Let's see. Sorry, now I have to figure out which one this was in. Let's go ahead, we'll just exit out, and then we'll just hit effects again. And then I'm sorry about that. I had to cut it off for a second because I didn't want you guys to have to sit there for an hour and watch me go through all these little drop down menus because I'm an idiot and forgot exactly what category it was in. I did find it though. It is in the mixes little category here. And we're talking about doing the push on this clip. So I'll go ahead and click that and hit add. And this one, let's see here. I might just leave the settings the way it is. Well, let's go ahead and watch it and see what it does. Ooh, I kind of like that though, how it goes from one scene to the other. I wasn't really thinking about like that. I was thinking about more just having this end and then pushing this out. But I like that a lot better. Okay, we're going to keep that. So we can just exit out of that. So we're pushing him in there. That'd be really catchy with like some little catchy fun music to that. I'd like that. And then that just cuts straight into that end scene where he snatches it up. We could add a black title to this. There's a lot we could do with this last ending scene. We could add like a title page to this, and that's what I did for my project. I ended up having it just jump dramatically into a black screen like this, and right in this little area is said The Nines, which is the title of the movie. So we could do that. I could pull that up real quick. I could import that little clip that I had. So let's go ahead and go back to my desktop. We're gonna hope I still have that. Oh, I'm in the wrong folder, that's why. Okay. We're in 264 right now. I need 125. So let's look and see. Okay, so here was the title that I had. I'll just throw that at the end of this and exit out that so you can watch. So let's go ahead and watch this clip real quick.
And action, Ron grab.
See how it just jumped like that, how it went from this to that. I really like how that looks. And I might go along with what I did to the beginning of this video where we did the dissolve in. I want to do a dissolve out since this is the end of the video. So let's go ahead and add an effect at the end of this. We'll do a dissolve. Add. So let's, too much stuff open, hold on. Let's exit off that and let's just see how this looks. There we go. See? See how easy it is? You just have to, I mean, let's obviously shorten this clip up a little bit. We don't need to stare at the 9s for an hour. So let's go ahead and jump to the, now let's go back to the end of it. Might zoom out a little bit so I can, alright. Oh no. Alright, we're good. What's going on? There we go. I'm just gonna make it super short. Okay. So let's go ahead and watch our final video. So let's see how it looks. It's still on.
And action, Ron grab.
I like it. And you know the drill. If you want to upload this, you would take your, we'll do it backwards. We'll do the out point right here. We're going to skip to the beginning, put our in point. We go ahead to export, and I don't want to export this because it'll just take too much time and there's no need for it. But let's see, frame ratio. Always make sure that this little box right here is checked. Use marked section, because if you don't check that, you'll just have like all this right here of just blank nothing. So that's why we added the in point and the out point right there. So make sure that's checked. And you would just hit start and you're good to go. So now you guys know how to import, export, add clips to a timeline, add effects, turn on and off audio, even though I didn't really do it all the way through. You get the gist of the idea. And thank you for watching this video, and I hope you guys learned a thing or two about Lightworks.